don't look a mess today, first time in forever, but no wonder you guys are getting a divorce. She's tampering some dark-sided stuff. And he's reading Red Rising right now, my very first vlog, so bear with me, because, I don't know what I'm doing. Hey guys, I just woke up. I guess this is the start of this vlog. It's 7 in the morning, which I guess isn't too early. Like, I know some people wake up at like 5 a.m, but I'm struggling. Okay. So this video is gonna be a week of my life, like a reading week of my life. I have a lot going on. I'm a full-time college student. I have 2 part-time jobs, both of which I have to work this week. But let me show you the books I'm gonna attempt to get through. This is gonna be an attempt, probably a fail, but we'll see how much I can read this week. I am currently reading The House in the Cerulean Sea. This is my university's book club pick, and we're gonna discuss it next week. So I need to get on it because I literally only read a chapter. Now, to be fair, this is a reread for me. So if I don't finish it, it's not a huge deal, but I would like to finish it. I'm also currently reading Untying the Knot by Beckman and Quinn. I'm reading this on my Kindle. Also, I don't think I've ever shown you guys my Kindle. Look how cute she is. Now, I did put the stickers directly on my Kindle, so this is like permanent. For this, I'm also only a chapter in. I'm literally on chapter 2. It's going great. My last current read is One Last Chance by Therese. Beharrie. I always say this wrong. I said this wrong in my last haul too. This is a second chance romance. I spoke about this in my last book haul. And yeah, so I'm gonna get ready for my day. I have classes today. I work today. I also have an interview with the student government at my university, so I'm gonna try to find time in between to read. I usually read at work too, so I think that'll work out pretty well. Okay guys, I made it to school an hour early. It's like 9:30 right now. I don't have class until like 10:20, so like a little under an hour. But that gives me some time to read, so I'm gonna sit here and I'm gonna read The House in the Cerulean Sea in my car. I found really good parking, so I have like extra time to just sit here, because finding parking at my university is like finding a needle in a haystack. But I got lucky today. Hopefully my luck continues. I'm gonna read a little bit, so let's see how many pages I can get through in like 45 minutes. Hey, so it's 10:02 right now. The rain is pouring so hard, so like that you can hear it smacking my car. But I got to page 70. I'm 5 chapters in. I started on chapter 2, so I read like 50 something pages. I'll put the number up on the screen, but that was like 15 to 20 minutes of reading. So yeah, that's how much I was able to read before my classes, and hopefully I'll be able to read some more tonight. This book is so funny. This is a reread for me, but like the description of like the extremely upper management I think is hilarious. I got to the part where he just read the case file, and well, I'm a little past that. I'm like to the part where he gets dropped off at the island by the guy on the boat, but like the part where he reads the case file and then like completely passes out because he's like, what did they just get me into? But this book is so funny. I think I forgot how funny it is. Like I remember all like the soft stuff and like the found family and all that stuff, but like I forgot like how genuinely like hilarious this book is. I've been sitting here like giggling. I don't know if you saw like in the time lapse, but like I'm literally like smiling ear to ear. So I'm in an empty classroom right now, and I'm eating my lunch. Commuters know the vibe. I left off. I haven't read any more since the car this morning. So I'm on page 70. I have class at 1:10. It's 12:40 right now. I'm gonna try to at least get like 15 minutes in. Hello, I'm in bed right now. It is currently 10:40. I did some reading at work. I just read for like 30 minutes with my boyfriend, and after today I am on page 162. I think I started on page I don't know, I started on like chapter 2, to be honest, which I think is like page 17 or something. Yeah, I started on page 17. I made it page 162. So I read over 100 pages today, like 150-ish, something like that. I'll put it on the screen. And yeah, that's how much I was able to read today, and I'll see you tomorrow. Good night. So it is fully Tuesday night. I was not feeling good all day. I had a lupus flare-up, ended up in bed all day. I did read, but it was only like 50 pages, page like 190 something. So yeah, I got a little bit more into the house in the Cerulean Sea, but not much reading got done today. Okay, good morning. I sound like literal crap, but it is Wednesday morning. I got only a couple pages in on Tuesday because I wasn't feeling well. Today I have school, and then I have a work meeting in the real estate office, and then I'm coming home to do homework. I have a lot of homework, but I'm hoping that I can finish at a decent time tonight and get a couple of pages in there. At this point, this reading vlog is like only the house on the Cerulean Sea. I'm going to finish it soon. I need it done by next Thursday for book club, which I think will be possible. I mean, I'm about halfway through. I'm on page like 190 something, like close to 200. And yeah, it's going well. I wish I had like more time to read yesterday. I was literally just laying in bed, thinking about life. If you're chronically ill, then you know. Tomorrow I have a book club meeting, but it's not like about the house in the Cerulean Sea. We're just gonna, it's like a meeting. Maybe I'll record while I'm there. We literally just established like a student-led book club. I had to like stand in front of the university student government and do a presentation as to why we should be recognized by the university, and we ended up getting approved, and so now we meet every Thursdays, which is really exciting. It's both readers and writers, and so it's really interesting just to like catch up, see what people are reading, what people are working on, how classes are going, things like that. I'm using pawns. If you have a grandmother that lives with you, then you probably know what this is. I'm on a Zoom call right now for one of my classes. Don't you ever get scared that like you're not muted? Right? I'm like, but I think I'm muted. Still in the library. I just had to join a class, but I'm on page 307, chapter 16, and I'm at the part where Arthur reveals like what he is, and Linus is like, they have this emotional conversation, and then Linus is like, oh, like I'm getting ready to leave, and Arthur's like, leave, and then he was like, I'm just gonna read the quote. You're too precious to put into words. I think it's like one of Theodore's buttons. If you asked him why he cared about them, so he would tell you it's because they exist at all. Like, I don't even know. Like, I just want to cry, I'm being completely honest. I have this much left. Literally on my walk here, I was just telling y'all, oh, like, maybe I'll finish it tomorrow. This book will be done by tonight. It will be done by tonight. Also, my flyaways are insane today. It will be done by tonight. I don't care. I have a lot of homework to do. It will be done before the laptop is even open. And I have a work meeting. I have homework. And I don't care. I don't care. Look. Because they exist. Because he exists. Cut the camera. I have about an hour in this class. Like a little more than an hour. I have like an hour and 30 minutes. I'm gonna finish this book right now. I'll see y'all when I'm done this book. Y'all, I finished the book. You can hear my Zoom call in the background. Ignore. But I finished the book, and it was everything more. This was a reread for me, but it was a long time ago that I read it, and I remember why I loved it so much. Oh, like, first of all, the children are so well written. Like, just the side conversations that they have, like the little dialogue that's thrown in there, they're like, it's just things that I could really hear a kid saying. Like, it's just, you know, like there's certain social cues that like kids just don't pick up on because they simply do not care, and I think it's hilarious, and these kids definitely embody that. Talia's my favorite. I think Talia and Sal have my heart the most. I'm gonna like try to keep this spoiler free, but Linus, the last few chapters of just like everything building up emotionally, and then the ending just kind of bringing it back down, and them all coming together, it just, on the front, V.E. Schwab said, "I loved it. It is like being wrapped in a big gay blanket." And she described it perfectly. Like, I feel like I'm wrapped up in a big gay blanket. I love it. I love it. Like, I love it. And this is my like first reread of it, so I've read this book twice, and it's definitely like not gonna be the last. Like, I'm probably gonna reread this every year at this point, because I just, like, I love these characters. I wrote down like a character list at the beginning to like make sure I can keep track. I wrote down like what each child was and the things that they enjoy. Like Chauncey, he wants to be a bellhop, but like nobody actually knows what he is in terms of like magical creature wise. Theodore loves his buttons. Like, they're just so cute. They were so well written. So TJ Klune, well done. This is the only TJ Klune book I've read. I know that there's another book in this series coming out, or it came out already, I'm not sure. And then you have like the puppet one, and then Under the Whispering Door, but those are like the same vibe, but they have nothing to do with this book. But then there's a sequel that does have something to do with this book, and it's like in continuation, and they like adopt other children, so maybe I'll pick that up eventually. But it was good. I gave it 5 stars on Goodreads. So, but like, I'm a very easy rater, so take that, like, do with that what you will. So since I've finished this and it is only Wednesday, I think I'm gonna read One Last Chance by Therese Beharrie. I tried to keep reading Untying the Knot on Kindle Unlimited, but I was on page 56 and there was spice. Now that may be good for some people, but not for me. So sorry. Like, I don't mind spice. I don't mind smut. However, I don't know you. Like, I don't know these characters. Like, hello, my name is, how are you? Like, I got none of that. How am I 10% into the book and we're talking about the main character's boobs? No wonder you guys are getting a divorce. I'm sorry. That was uncalled for. So yeah, I'm gonna DNF. And I try to give a book at least 70 pages before I DNF. But this was just utterly ridiculous. No hate to Megan Quinn. It's just like not my kind of book, you know. It wasn't like poorly written or anything like that. It's just like I'm not really like a spice lover. I like romance. I don't mind smut, but it just needs to be done correctly, or at least like to my taste, for me to actually get through the book. Like, I think that's why I really like Abby Jimenez, Emily Henry, Kennedy Ryan. Like, they do a lot more of the development before we get to the smut, and for some people they don't like it. They rather get straight to it. I'm okay. Like, I need to know your name. Like, I should know your mother's name before I know what your vagina looks like. So there's that. But yeah, I'm gonna go to my like work meeting or whatever. I have a lot of homework to do, and then hopefully tonight I can wind down by reading One Last Chance. We're about like halfway into the week and I finished a whole book, so hopefully I can finish another one before the end of this vlog. This is my very first vlog, so bear with me, because I don't know what I'm doing. So yeah, okay, I'll see you guys later. Okay, hey guys, me and my boyfriend, not me dropping the camera. Okay, hey guys, me and my boyfriend are having a reading day right now. Show them what you're reading. Hey, he's reading Red Rising right now. Oh my god, I have my retainers in, don't mind me. He's reading Red Rising. I'm reading One Last Chance by Therese Beharrie. and or Beharrie, however you say her name. I finished The House in the Cerulean Sea, so there's that. So we're gonna do some reading, probably for like an hour, because I'm gonna get sleepy, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Hey guys, I actually don't look a mess today, first time in forever, but still reading this. I made it to page, I don't know if I told you guys last night, 105, and I have some time in between classes today and after classes. I have book club at 5:30, so I had like a huge gap from 3 to 5:30, so I plan on doing homework in between that time. But if I happen to finish early, I'm going to spend so much time reading this, and I'm literally just gonna be sitting in the library, and I'm really excited. Honestly, I think I can finish this before tomorrow. I was gonna say before Friday, but tomorrow's Friday. Honestly, I think I can get through this whole thing. And then the next thing I want to read, I'm like out of breath, I just like hiked over to this classroom. I'm gonna read Sunrise on the Reaping. Stay tuned. I don't know. Okay, bye guys. Hey guys. Okay, I just filmed I filmed two. I filmed 2 book talks ranting about books that I read recently. I've been meaning to rant about Southern Book Club's Guide to Slaying Vampires, or Slaying a Vampire, whatever the hell the book is. I've been meaning to rant about it on here, but I literally cannot get my words together. Every time I try to rant about this book, something stops me. Like, literally, look what happened the last time I tried to rant about this book to you guys. Praying. He was preying on like little black children because he knew that like there wouldn't be much coverage about that, not much media coverage. He could get away with it. So I'm like, that's interesting, and that makes sense, especially for the time period. What are the odds that a fire alarm goes off? Seriously. And I'm a commuter, so I'm not in the dorm all that often. Like, I was just in my friend's dorm. So what are the odds? Brady Hendrix doing tampering and dark-sided stuff. Beside the point. So I finished The House in the Cerulean Sea. I have book club today, and I have some free time before book club, which is at 5:30. It is currently 3:23, and so I have some homework to get done, and then hopefully I can finish that with a decent amount of time in between, and then I can keep reading One Last Chance by Therese Beharrie, whatever her name is. I read quite a bit last night. I'm on page 105. I feel like I was farther than that. I don't know, my bookmark fell out earlier. This may be right. This like might be accurate. But yeah, so, and today I have my bookish tumbler with me for book club. Today we're gonna talk about like unpopular bookish opinions. We're also going to talk about some writing. We have a lot of writers in our club, and sometimes they just like to pitch their ideas, ask us for any that we have for their like manuscripts. So that's really exciting, and we have an event coming up that we're going to table at, and we're trying to get some funds for the university library, and so just lots of big things. Mind you, this club was established 2 weeks ago, and we're already so active, and I'm so proud of us. So but anyways, but yeah, I posted a TikTok complaining about that book, and then I also posted I drafted a TikTok complaining about Untying the Knot by Megan Quinn, which I DNF'd. I don't know if I talked about DNFing it in this vlog, but it happened this week. It happened, I was reading it on my phone after I finished The House in the Cerulean Sea. I couldn't do it anymore. I was on page 50. Didn't care about the character. Yeah, I knew what color her nipples were. Actually, I think I was talking about this. Yeah, it was far too much for me, far too fast. Like, mama, that's too fast.
We go to the bed. Hold on. That's too fast, mama. Oh! That's too fast.
So, yeah, that's really it. I'm gonna do some homework. Hopefully, I'll catch up with you guys. So this, I guess, is the end. Oh my god, I feel like I'm never wearing my glasses in these videos, but if the reflection isn't bothering you guys, then I'm gonna wear my glasses because I can't see. Okay. Also, my hair is a mess. It was in a bun, and so I tried to like comb it. Didn't work. You know what? Messy vibes, I guess. But anyways, from the last clip, you saw where I ended up at the end of the week, the bookstore. I have a mini haul to end this reading vlog. And yeah, first of all, before I get into the haul and the conclusion, I think I'm going to DNF this book, and let's talk about why. These people, they should not be together. This, like, maybe spoilers, but also, like, not really. It's fine. This is about how far I made it into it. I'm, like, a little more than halfway through. Actually, I might be exactly halfway through. But, like, the whole reason she realized she had liked him was because there's a dog in my room biting stuff. Okay, this is the dog that was destroying my heating pad. So now he's going to sit with us for the remainder of this video because I don't want him to break anything. This is Benny. He does happy growls for some reason. He's like a cat. He like purrs, so don't worry about him. But anyways, so the whole reason she realizes that she has feelings for the male main character is because, like, his grandma says something like, oh, like, he loves you, like, and she was like, oh, okay, maybe I like him too. So, and then they got married right after her dad had died, and then 6 years later she's like, maybe that was a bad idea. Well, no shit. So it's just not doing it for me, and I thought it would because the premise sounded so good, but they didn't build the romance enough for me to think, like, hey, yeah, you should totally get back together. They should not get back together. They shouldn't have been together in the first place. So I'm DNFing this. Now let's do a little haul of the books I grabbed from my university bookstore. I had a math exam today. Honestly, it went fine, but for anything that happens emotionally to me, I'm gonna end up in a bookstore. So I got 2 Fredrik Backman books, the first being Anxious People, and I always used to mix this up with Normal People, and I would never pick it up because I'd be like, Normal People doesn't have quotation marks, which is true. Sally Rooney does not use quotation marks in her dialogue. That is not true for Fredrik Backman, and so I've stopped myself from reading this book so many times for no reason. But now I'm ready to read it. I read A Man Named whatever. I read that earlier this year. I want to say in like February. 5-star, made me cry. Watched the movie with Tom Hanks immediately after. It was amazing. So I'm actually ready to get into a bunch of Fredrik Backman. And also one of my favorite YouTubers on here, Desmond Z, he absolutely loves like all of his books, and so that's kind of like what made me want to pick them up, and so I'm really excited for this. The second book I got by this author is not that one. I almost spoiled it. Is My Grandmother Asked Me to Tell You She's Sorry. This is a really long title, but that's literally what the book is about. Like, this girl, she's best friends with her grandma. The grandma dies, leaves like a stack of letters of people that she wants to apologize to. I love the concept of this. But this is just really interesting that she goes out and she apologizes to all these people for her grandmother who was her best friend, and she's like quiet and introverted. And it's this adventure that she goes on, and I love the cover. Benny loves the cover. Everything is just, I think everything about this is gonna make me cry. So lastly, and this is a new release, and I haven't read the first book, but it's an interconnected series, so it's not that serious. Unloved by Peyton, Corinne, and I've been really wanting to read this because it just sounds so good. Like, the girl is in like a pretty messed up relationship, so I'm hoping that the guy main character gets like angry about it and like, oh, like, I can treat you better than him, you know, like that trope. So I'm really looking forward to reading this, and I'm not even a huge hockey romance person. I don't know much about hockey, so there's that, but let's get into it, you know. So those are the books I got from the bookstore today. Overall, I would say this reading vlog was somewhat unsuccessful. I only finished 1 book and DNF'd 2, which is actually very rare for me because I really don't DNF books, so this was just not a great reading week for me. But it was also like extremely realistic for someone that has 2 jobs and is a full-time student, so you guys kind of went through that with me. So it's realistic for me to finish about a book a week if I'm lucky. So yeah, that is the end of this vlog. My next read is probably going to be Abby Jimenez, Say You'll Remember Me, or Sunrise in the Reaping by Suzanne Collins. So we'll see what I decide to pick up. I'm actually going to go edit this video, and then I'm going to read a little bit. So we'll see what my heart desires. Honestly, I might end up just reading one of these books. I might read this one. I don't know. I feel like pressured to read new releases, but also like I just want to have fun. So we'll see what happens, but thank you for joining me, and if you like this video, like and subscribe, and I hope to see you next time.